Okay, I hit record. I didn't forget this time because I do that often. And Liam looks so cute in your lap, Amy. Amy's our Emerald Ambassador, Rayne. We do have an Emerald on our team. So, woo!
Hi, Amy. Hi, guys. How are you? Liam is going to watch, and he's going to soak it all in, although he can't even hear it because I've got the earphones in. Because the rest of the family is right over there. See them? They're all – yes, hello. They're making dinner and eating dinner, so we're just all, hanging out and learning about Plexus. So, awesome.
That's great. Love it. Okay, well, I want to welcome everyone that's on the call. Of course, I'm so excited for tonight. We have a special guest, and then, of course, we have our fabulous Miss Jessa helping us out as well. So let me introduce our Diamond Gold. That's just so fancy. Like, I hate to say that. Ambassador Miss Rayne Anderson. And let me give you guys a little story about how I met Rayne, because I want you guys to know how this all came to be. So in 2013, when everybody kind of started joining and learning and all of that, we didn't have all the fabulous things that we have now. We had some things, but we all kind of leaned on each other to learn. And at the time, I reached out to Heather, that's on Rayne's team. They're good friends, Heather Rice, and said, girl, I need some help. I need some training here. So they took me under their wing. I actually went to Rayne's house with her fabulous, how many Christmas trees did you have at the time?
Oh my goodness, yes, that was a long time ago. I think at that time I may have had seven
fabulous Christmas, and they were all decked out and decorated at her house. So, but they took me under their wing. I even did, or went to a meeting of theirs at the Lexus dealership, and they were just always so welcoming. And to me, that's what Plexus is all about. Even helping out others that aren't on your team necessarily, that are just so eager to learn and grow. And I'm telling you, it's what made a huge difference for me, being able to lean on them to understand what I was doing, because at the time I had no idea. So, and that's another, tip for all the newbies too. You don't have to know everything from the beginning, because it's impossible to do so. So let me turn it over to Rayne. She's just going to tell you about how this all came to be for her. And so thank you for being here.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. I'm grateful for the friendships, and, it's so very true that, we all started off together and helping one another. And before the fancy term of One Plexus was coined, we absolutely had that culture about us. And so I'm so grateful to have been asked to share this time with you guys. Just as it was said, my name is Rayne Anderson, and it doesn't get old to introduce myself as a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, and a title that I'm grateful for. It's one I'm grateful for obvious reasons, but really what it means to me is that what that title represents is a very hardworking team, a team that decided to lock arms with me because of their belief in the product. And I know that is the focus of where we are tonight with the call, what an important piece it is to be a product of the product. And so I'd love to share with you how I got introduced to Plexus in the first place, and why 4.5 years later, because I was one of those people that took the product for a very long time before I ever got on the business side of it. So for a little over 4.5 years now, I have been just that, a product of the product. So let me rewind the clock and let you know exactly how this journey got started for me. So in October of 2012, I saw some mamas at my daughter's school looking better, feeling better, and quite frankly, I just wanted in on it. My friends know me well enough to know I'm not a researcher. Here's the deal, y'all. Nobody was dying and everybody was looking better. So I just wanted to know what they were doing. I'm an avid boot camper. For most of my life, I've had a very clean diet. So I was interested, but somewhat skeptical, because again, I was doing all those things you need to do to have a healthy lifestyle to get the results you wanted to get. And where I was just, I wasn't 100% where I knew I needed to be. And so didn't take much convincing. It didn't take much research on my end. If y'all haven't figured out, I have 0 green in me. And so I just, like I said, I wanted to be a part of it. So I was referred to my friend's friend, Jen Hawkins in Colorado. That name probably should sound familiar to you guys. And I bought the product from her. I didn't realize that Plexus was a part of a network marketing platform or multi-level marketing, however we say it these days. I literally thought that Plexus was Jen's family's business. So imagine me 4+ years ago, literally thinking I'm supporting a family business. Why I thought Jen's grandfather was in his basement stirring up Plexus Slim, that's the image I conjured up, that here I am doing such a great deed by supporting my friend's family business. Again, not a researcher. I didn't ask. I just went with my thoughts. And so I was a very happy customer for about 6 months. Didn't ask about additional products. Now, the funny thing is we've learned a lot. Jen didn't bother to tell me either that we had this incredible line of a probiotic and a bio cleanse. And I don't even know that X Factor was a part of our line at this point. So, but it's just so much, just like we said, you don't have to know everything, and I certainly didn't know very much at all. I was using Slim, and that's it. I was getting the results that I wanted off of Slim. But, and I can see most of you on this call, could y'all just agree with me that life happens sometimes unexpectedly, right? And so about 6 months later, I found myself very suddenly, you guys, in a position to raise my daughter on my own. And so there stops Plexus for me, because that's extra money. I'm taking care of myself. And I don't know, I see mamas on this call, and if you're not a mama, you've been taken care of. And I feel like we have mostly women on this call. Can we just identify that often we have a hard time taking care of ourselves first, right? And so that's where I was, and I was glad to give up Plexus because, again, I needed to take care of my daughter, and any extra income at the time, we didn't have any. So I didn't have it to spend on myself for sure. And so again, didn't know that this was a money-making opportunity. I just quit the products, didn't explain it to Jen why I quit. I just quit. And I got to interviewing, and I got to praying. And that's literally the space I was in. I should paint the picture for you guys that it was scary, okay? Because 4 years ago, I was 40 years old. I'd been a stay-at-home mom, so that meant I hadn't worked. I hadn't worked in 10 years. Another fact about me is I'm not college degreed. So literally it was scary town. I don't know how I kept it. I do know how I kept it together. It was the good Lord. I say I don't know how, but we know how. But I did. I got to interviewing, and luckily I was offered a job pretty immediately. It's also very important to not only paint the picture that I was scared, anxious, not quite sure how I was going to make all the ends meet, but the job that I was offered was a 6-figure-a-year salary. So how does a mom, so I get asked this question a lot, so I'll just go ahead and address it. How does a person who hadn't worked in 10 years, not college degree, land themselves a 6-figure-a-year job? Well, prior to being a stay-at-home mom, my background was corporate recruiting and training. So I just fell back on exactly what I had been raised to do, and that was be a corporate recruiter / trainer. And so that's why I was offered such a healthy salary. And I tell everyone that that was a solution to my problem, not a solution to my prayer. And the next thing I'm about to tell you will seem very bold. And again, from a secular standpoint, I will always tell you, I don't know why I didn't take the job, but I didn't take the job. Now, as a Christian woman, I can tell you I know exactly why I didn't take the job. And that's just because at the beginning of this journey, and I'm talking about the journey of raising my daughter on my own, I just committed myself to staying faithful to God and truly, I think for the first time in my life, really listening to the direction. So I did what seemed like a really ridiculous thing, I didn't take the job. I didn't know what I was going to do. I kept interviewing. I mean, I did kind of keep some sanity about myself. And it wasn't just that and I should backtrack because I left out an important piece. It wasn't just that it wasn't an answer to my prayer. This job was literally an hour away from my house. So at the heart of who I am, it's a mama. And I couldn't take my daughter to school. I mean, in my mind, I was like, okay, how am I going to get Sadie to school? How am I going to pick her up? And how am I going to be there for what all of a sudden became a luxury, the class parties and, carpool line and just being able to be there when she needed me. That was such an unsettling feeling to me. And that's why I didn't take the job. Because now you can see where I'm saying it was an answer to the problem, the financial side of it, but it really wasn't an answer to my prayer. And my prayer was to be able to still somehow be able to put being a mom first. So I still interviewed because I thought in my brain it was going to get worked out that I'd find something to do from home in the avenue of recruiting or training or, somewhere down there. But I found myself on Facebook, as most of us have at some point. And I was just scrolling around one night. I said he had gone to bed. I was just kind of in me time. And I found Celeste Gwynn's post. And it simply was something to the degree of what she was able to do with her first month's Plexus salary. And it intrigued me because I thought, wait a minute. Did she go to work for Jen's family? What's the deal here, right? Because again, I still don't know that it's network marketing. So I humbled myself and I called Celeste and I just really divulged our very personal information of our family, which I had always, I feel like, kept very closely guarded because I'd done a really good job, I think, of painting the picture of a perfect family. And here we were, the perfect family that fell apart. So we had a great conversation. And I say on that April 23rd, y'all, this is my Plexiversary anniversary month. And so almost 4 years ago is when Celeste and I feel like really became friends. We had run around the same social circles and did mom lunches and, evenings out, but not really dug deep. And so I say on that April 23rd actually April 21st, because I still prayed about it. Because remember, I said I was going to remain super faithful through this whole journey. And so I just opened up to her and I said, tell me about this Plexus. What is it? What are you doing? And she obviously shared the in and outs. And I love to share with people the importance of your passion for the products for sure, but then for the business side of it as well. Because Celeste Gwynn, we know her today as a double diamond. But 4 years ago, Celeste Gwynn was my friend from school, my daughter's school. She just started Plexus, so she maybe had been on the heels of turning senior gold. So what Celeste was able to do between gold and senior gold, let's say her position was, she was able to validate this business for me. And not just that, yeah, you can make some money, whatever. She validated that, girl, you don't have to go to work for a job. We can do this. We can do this together, and we can make, and we didn't even know what it meant to make our dreams come true. Literally, my dream to come true was to be able to pay my bills. That was going to be the dream. Much less what this opportunity could now afford, now knowing. That was not even on the radar. But the fact that she could validate, and that's the importance of being passionate and sharing, is that Celeste Gwynn, Gold Ambassador, was able to validate this for me, a long-term, and now I can say legacy opportunity. And so on that April 21st, I signed up and I said, I'm all in. I'm doing this business with you. Let's go. And a year later, I'm so proud to tell you guys I turned diamond with the company. And it's not me. It's because I have an amazing team that works hard, that decided to not just join me, but to literally lock arms with me be products of the product, and share our passion for the products. That's how I trained my team. So many I know share the business side right up front and let people know. Now, we do let people know that there is a business side to Plexus because we learned, thinking someone's grandpa made it. But our philosophy has been, how do I ask someone to join me if I don't share the amazingness of these products, if they don't get it? Because really, we're sharing. So they wouldn't know what to share, right? They'd know to share this is a great business. But at the end of the day, what is it? What's behind that business? And so that's why we've always said, as leaders of the company, that you've got to be a product of the product, because that's where we started, is with a product. And so a year later, like I said, I became a Diamond Ambassador with the company, and I attended my first convention in Dallas, Texas as a Diamond. And the cool thing is that year they being Plexus Corporate, gave our top earners a suite on top of, just being spoiled with all the prizes you get to earn going to convention. They gave me a suite, and y'all, that suite overlooked that job that offered me that 6-figure a year salary. So crazy to think that this opportunity at that moment became a full, like kind of an aha, like, Lord, you just knew exactly what you were doing with me, and thank you so much. And I couldn't be more grateful. And 4 years down the road, I'm still so very grateful for this opportunity. And I tell people as if that wasn't enough with Plexus, but because of the relationships, I made amazing friends, and through these friendships, I was introduced to my now husband. And we just celebrated our 2-year anniversary in December. And my husband and my daughter celebrated their 1-year adoption gotcha day, because my husband adopted my daughter. And so, we've just been incredibly blessed through this opportunity. I tell people it's been a Cinderella story, but not a lottery ticket. It's a fairy tale that was worked for sure. But, to say that we are blessed beyond measure is an understatement. But to say that it all started because I took a sip of this pink drink and became passionate about these products, that's where we started. And so I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to share my story with you and, tell you again, all of this would not have happened, and I happened to be finishing up my second one. I'll be real honest with you. I just take it now because I just love it so much. But I'm finishing up my second drink of the day, and it's all because of this drink that this got started. And so I just appreciate y'all allowing me to share my time with you and share my story. And I'll turn it back over to you.
I love that story. I knew the beginning part of it only because I had met you, but to see where you are now and everything that's happened for you guys is such an amazing blessing. And you are right. It's one little sip of one little drink. Who would have ever thought, right? So thank you so much, Rayne. We really, really appreciate it. And I recorded it, so I'm excited to share with our team how awesome you are. Jessa is going to start going over just some belief in products, but she's got the starter kit and stuff just to show like the product cards and things like that. I know some of us on here have been doing it for a while, but just good ways to stay a part of the products and learn about the products, because I know it can be overwhelming for people to learn and to think that they have to know every single thing about every single product. So pull from all the different things that you can, such as videos, website, those product cards that you get in the starter kit, but start learning, because the more repetitive and the more that you show yourself these products, you're going to learn them. You're not going to know them overnight, but know the basics. And that is what's going to help you. And you can always lean on us as a team. And we've got, some good leaders here that can help you with different situations and questions. So I'm going to turn it over to her, because she is our product guru. We named her that. So here she goes.
No pressure. Oh, Mindy's got to mute herself. Hang on.
I'm muted. Oh, turn your volume up. To turn all the way. Okay. Technology, it's awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to try and talk slow because I always get excited and then I start blathering. So, like everybody says, the product knowledge is so important in being a product of the product. And so I never really understood how big of a deal it was, that I knew so much about everything. And I am a researcher, but I love what Rayne said about nobody was dying and everybody looked awesome. So people do crazy stuff and they don't ever talk about it or why. But so I talk about product knowledge. It's our job as ambassadors to instill faith and trust in the products that we have. And we can do that by experiencing them, taking them consistently so we know what they do to our bodies. But also, and we go on and on, like at convention especially, or when we go to events, they talk about why we can trust that Plexus is doing such an awesome job. You guys, they have a huge research and development department. They have doctors that work on this stuff. We have hundreds of thousands of testimonies. I mean, that goes way beyond most trials that are independent. So it's not that it's not compliant. We can't say that we've healed or done anything crazy, but we can share our own experiences and the experiences of people around us. And that's a huge, our testimonies are powerful. And so when we talk about that, it's you can know for yourself. What we're going to do when we talk about the products is what is the product's purpose, but we're going to talk about like what its benefit is. You don't have to go into all the features and all the stuff, which I do because I'm a nerd, but what is it meant to do and how does it affect us, and describe it to people. Like, I am so excited, you guys, I got out of bed, I wasn't tired. I mean, that goes way further. And then explain to people how they find it and how they get it, how fast it is, and then know how much stuff costs. I forget how much stuff costs because I haven't paid for my stuff in so long. I just put it in the cart and get it. So it's important for me to go back and remember how much stuff is so that when they ask, I know what I'm talking about. But yes, we can totally believe that it's the best because Plexus has this. As ambassadors, they give us good stuff. So inside of our starter kit, there's a lot of awesome stuff, but these little guys that come inside the little clear thing, it's the product guide. And so that is an awesome place to start because there's a little product price guide in the back. So it's all the pricing for retail, ambassadors, and wholesales on there. But then the individual cards, they talk about the benefits. It's bare bones, though, so it's just like a good place to start. The next place that you're going to go is just go through your back office. So there is a library there full of tools and information, and it's all compliant, so you don't ever have to worry about saying anything that you shouldn't. You can just share stuff directly from your back office. You don't have to make anything up. You don't have to be all, eloquent about stuff. You can just take it right from there. Our whole catalog is in the back office. I've actually taken and just texted it to someone. It's awesome. The other place we can go is Plexus Power Tools. It's $10 a year, but it goes and has a 17-page document, and it goes in product by product, and it gives you the ingredients. It gives you the key benefits, and then lists the frequently asked questions. So you can actually download the whole document and read it for yourself, or you can print off individual pages and send it so that nobody's overwhelmed. The other thing, you wanted me to do the whole kit, right, Cilla? Did you want me to go through the whole kit? Yes. No, I can't hear you.
Well, I think most people on here probably are.
Okay, they do. So yeah, that part in there is the best part. And a lot of people toss it in their purse. Mm-hmm. And if you can't find yours or you gave it away, there's a couple companies where we get our brochures and things. You can actually get cards that are like this size, and it'll actually have all the product and benefits on that, and you can mail them to people. Awesome. And let's see. Go on and on. I'm trying to go
quickly without missing anything. It's like we said, it's best when it comes from your personal experience, because people ask you, well, do you take it? So do you take Accelerator Plus? Have you taken it? What did it make you feel like? All that kind of stuff. So it doesn't mean that you have to take it all the time, and if I haven't, or I'm not, or I don't need it, like I don't use Boost. I don't work out. I didn't feel any different on it, but that's me. Accelerator Plus is my thing. I would go find somebody who takes it and loves it and give their benefits for taking it. That's the power of the team. That's why our like Generation Plexus and the farm are so powerful, is because we share our experiences and we can ask questions, and then people share what experiences they've had. Is that good?
Yeah, no, that's...
Our story is such a huge deal. So that's what we get. Our story, like we talk about story for the business and we talk story with the products, and our story is more powerful than any promotional thing that corporate could put out, because it's how you connect with your friends and your family. Like,
yeah.
So that's huge.
Personal testimony.
Yeah.
And I think when I started, my biggest the thing that caught people's attention, and Julian will even tell you this, is when I posted about myself and told and showed what the changes that were happening to me, and, you know, just posting about how you feel, and, you know, within compliance if you can, of course. But I think that's what it is, because they can connect to you as a person. They know you. So if you're just posting away testimonies of other people all day long, it's hard to connect, because they don't know those people, and they could be like, oh my gosh, it's like one of those, you know, Hydroxycut commercials where they're supermodels. You know, the before and afters are ridiculous. So remember that, and post your personal experiences as much as you can. It will go a long way.
And then don't forget to use because I've like, everybody knows my story. So if I post my before and afters, it's been months.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I have friends in my friends list now that I didn't have before. So I need to update it. There's still, because my skin is still healing. So it's like, yes, I'm totally different. And I'm older and I don't have wrinkles. So it's not just that I don't have the acne and the acne scars. It's, look at, I'm going to turn 40 in 2 weeks.
Yay! Join
Yep.
the club. I love it.
Yeah, and Plexus is reverse aging. So take a picture.
Awesome.
Take a picture.
I love it. Yes, updating your story and keeping it on your rotation, because we have new people all the time that probably don't know everybody's stories or your own personal story, or haven't seen your before and after. So it's really good to pass that along too. Also, I was just going to say, don't forget, so product of the product, of course, belief in the product, that's huge. We're selling products. So that's number one. You got to believe in what you're selling. And it's really, you know, it sounds really easy, but I know as a new ambassador, it can look overwhelming, because we do have more products now than what we had when I joined. It was fairly, you know, straightforward when I joined, and we keep adding things. So, you know, definitely arm yourself with as much as you can. And then again, just like we were saying, you know, use the tools, do what you can do. There will be new brochures that will come out. The graphics Sandy will have all that, or whoever you guys want to use after convention. We have some new things coming. So we will be updating all of those as well soon. I can't wait. So it's all coming. The only other thing I was going to just remind everybody of is Julianne's contest for the convenience order, the 100 PV turned on by Friday. You just have to comment, and it's a chance to win the $25 gift card. And then the forum page. That is another great way to utilize yourself and the products, the belief in the products. If you can't get on that forum page and read what people are writing and saying, it blows my mind still to this day to read what people put on there. And I always try and thank them for letting us know and sharing with us. A lot of people, I don't even know who they are. And I'm like, thank you so much for letting me know about that, or your husband, or, you know, they're trusting us on a page that's almost 2,000 people to say, you know, my husband is feeling better than he ever has, or I'm doing this, or whatever. That is a way to connect people to the product, because we will continue to do challenges every month. It's a way to validate the products that we have. So add people to it, get them on that page, tag them, whatever you need to do to make sure, that they're active on the page and looking. And
Hey, Priscilla. Can I interrupt you for a second? Just
Sure.
1 second. Okay. Can I just beg people not to add people without asking them first?
Yes.
Just make sure you tell somebody you're going to add them or whatever. Because I don't know about y'all, but like how many pages have y'all just been added to without being asked? I mean, it's just one of those things. It's just good manners, and we want to be the people that you're building the relationship with them. So make sure you are asking them if they want to be added before you're just adding them. Okay, thanks. Sorry.
True. No, I love that. Yes, definitely connect with your people, but pump it up. Make them excited, because it is scary for people to go, hey, join this page, or I'm going to add you to this page. Pump it up and let them know what it's all about. Say it's an awesome opportunity to learn, and you don't have, all you have to do is comment on the forum pages. All you got to do is look, because people might get scared and go, oh, there's 2,000 people on here. That's, a little crazy. So anyway, just pump it up, get them excited about it. Let them know we give away prizes and that we'll be doing multiple challenges over periods of time. So, and then tomorrow's day 5. I'm going to try and go live if I can figure out my technology in the morning. We'll see. I have yet to do that. So we'll try that. We'll see. Anybody have any questions, any comments, anything for tonight? I think everybody is pretty good. So I appreciate you. I don't know why it's telling me to upgrade when I did upgrade and paid the fee, but me and technology are not the best. So, okay. Well, thank you guys so much. I've got it recording, so I'll save it and send it out. Okay. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you for spending time with me on your busy Thursday night. Bye, guys.
Bye.